All right, let's dive right into something that's gonna mess with your head a little bit. The simulation hypothesis. The big question is, are you an actual person or are you just a background character in someone else's unbelievably elaborate game?
No, seriously. I want you to just stop and think about this for a second. What if your entire life, every up, every down, every boring Tuesday is just one long, complicated video game? Because that's the absolutely wild question we're unpacking today.
I mean, what if everything you think is solid and real? That chair you're sitting on right now, the amazing biryani you had for dinner, even that soul-crushing pain of your crush leaving you on read? What if it's all just incredibly high-def pixels rendered on some kind of cosmic Grand Theft Auto server? Except, our main quests involve paying bills and getting into arguments online. And hey, before you laugh this whole thing off as some weird late-night Reddit conspiracy theory, you should probably know that some of the smartest people on the planet, we're talking billionaires launching rockets, physicists studying the fabric of the universe, and highly respected professors, they're all taking this idea very, very seriously. The thing is, this suspicion that reality isn't quite what it seems, well, it's not new, not by a long shot. Turns out humanity has had some serious trust issues with the universe for thousands of years. Let's do a quick history flyby. In ancient India, you had the concept of Maya, this idea that the physical world we experience is just a grand shared illusion. Then you've got Plato's famous cave, where prisoners spend their whole lives thinking shadows on a wall are the real deal. Jump forward to the 17th century, and the philosopher Descartes is literally sitting around wondering if an evil demon is just messing with his senses for fun. And all of this leads up to 2003, when Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom just drops a bombshell with his simulation trilemma. So what exactly is this trilemma? Well, it's a really powerful logical argument. It says that one of three totally mind-bending possibilities has to be our reality. There's no fourth option, no easy way out. Okay, so let's break it down. Possibility 1, extinction. This one says that almost all advanced civilizations just wipe themselves out before they get powerful enough to create simulated universes. A little depressing, yeah, but let's be honest, have you seen the news lately? Kind of relatable. Possibility 2, disinterest. So civilizations become these technological gods, but for some reason, they're just not interested in running simulations. Seems unlikely, right? I mean, we invented Goat Simulator just for kicks, which leaves us with the big one. Possibility 3, simulation. They do survive and they do run simulations. Millions of them, maybe billions. And if that's the case, then just by pure statistics, the odds are we are almost certainly living inside one of them. Go ahead, chew on that for a minute. So why do these brilliant people even entertain this stuff? Well, it turns out our universe has some suspiciously digital-looking features. It's like we keep finding clues buried in the cosmic source code. Let's start with clue number 1. Quantum physics is just fundamentally weird. It's super suspicious. If you zoom in as far as you can possibly go, down to what's called the Planck length, reality itself seems to be made of these little discrete units. It's pixelated. And even weirder, subatomic particles don't really seem to exist in a definite state until we actually look at them. That is exactly how video games work. The game only renders the graphics you're looking at to save processing power. Our universe might be doing the exact same thing. It is basically cosmic Minecraft logic. Then you've got clue number 2. The universe seems to run on code. All the fundamental laws of nature, gravity, electromagnetism, all of it can be described by these stunningly elegant mathematical equations. It's like the whole cosmos is running on a set of Python scripts. The speed of light? What if that's just the ultimate processing speed limit for the simulation, a universal lag cap? And the constants of the universe are so perfectly fine-tuned for life to exist, it really is like a developer went into the settings and tweaked the sliders from impossible to playable. And the big names are really lining up behind this. You've got Elon Musk, who famously said there's a 1 in billions chance we're living in base reality. The astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, a guy who loves debunking stuff, even he admits the probability is high. And then there's physicist James Gates, who claims he literally found what looks like error-correcting computer code, the kind of stuff you'd find in a web browser, embedded in the equations of string theory. Our universe might just have its own antivirus software. But hold on a minute. Before we all start looking for the exit button, let's just pump the brakes and listen to the skeptics. Because is any of this actually science? So the core of the whole debate really boils down to this. The believers say the clues are everywhere. They're hidden in the strange rules of physics. And the skeptics fire right back, that's a fun story, but where is the direct proof? And the skeptics have some really strong points. First, and this is the big one, there's zero direct evidence. No one's ever found a glitch in the matrix, no hidden cheat codes, no developer console. Second, the computing power you'd need to perfectly simulate billions of conscious minds is just staggering. It might require more energy than exists in the entire known universe. Third, you've got a principle called Occam's razor, which basically says the simplest answer is usually the right one. And the idea that reality is just real, that's a much simpler answer. Finally, there's the cosmic onion problem. If we're in a simulation, who simulated our simulators? And who simulated them? It's a never-ending loop. Physicist Sabine Hassenfelder really puts it bluntly. She says, quote, "This isn't even science because you can't test it. A theory that you can't prove false isn't science. It's philosophy, maybe it's science fiction, but you can't exactly run an experiment to check if you're in the matrix." But let's just have some fun. Let's throw all that caution to the wind for a minute and just assume it is true. What would that actually mean for us? The implications are just reality-shattering. Free will? Probably gone. You're just a very sophisticated NPC following your programming. Your decision to get that coffee this morning? It was probably coded. Religion gets a wild update. The programmers are the new gods, and miracles are just software patches to fix some bugs. And what about death? It might just be logging off. Reincarnation could be as simple as just respawning at the last checkpoint. But here's maybe the most terrifying thought of all. The universe won't end with a big crunch or some slow heat death. It'll just end, abruptly, without any warning. The second some bored cosmic intern gets tired of watching our simulation and just clicks exit game. But maybe we're not just the characters in the game. Maybe we're on our way to becoming the programmers. The whole reason this theory feels so compelling right now is because we ourselves are on the verge of creating these exact kinds of worlds. Think about it. We are already building photorealistic video games that are getting harder and harder to tell apart from reality. We have AI chatbots that can fool people into thinking they're human. We have virtual reality headsets that let you live a completely different life. We are taking the first steps down this exact path. So, here's the final logical leap. If we, a relatively young species, can get this close to creating convincing simulated worlds in just a few centuries, just imagine what a civilization that's 1,000,000 years older than us could build. The answer, according to this theory, is pretty simple. They could build us. So is it all just a game? We may never know for sure, but it does leave us with one final, deeply important philosophical question. If we really are just characters in someone else's game, why the hell didn't they code us with superpowers? I mean, come on, a simple flight ability would make the morning commute so much easier.